Okay, so now let's talk about a very important tool in GCP called as VPC Service Controls. So this particular playlist that I will create will contain multiple lectures on how service control works. So we'll start off with the basic definition, and this particular section or this particular chapter, I'll conclude with a very simple and very basic example. So what is VPC service control? So service control improves your ability to mitigate the risk of data theft from services like GCP, Cloud Storage, and BigQuery. So you can use VPC service controls to create parameters that protect the resource and the data of service that you explicitly specify. So in GCP, there are two paramount services that you need to know when it comes to security of your resources. Those includes the IAM and the VPC service controls. Now you use IAM when you want to give access to a certain individual or to a certain entity for a particular resource. So how is it different from a VPC service controls? Well, VPC service control involves context-based perimeter security. So what this means is that rather than giving access based on identity, context-aware access makes it possible for you to give access to resources based on client attributes such as your client type, your identity, your device data, your network origin, etc. So it's possible using VPC service controls to actually give access to a certain IP address or to give access to a certain individual who is residing in a certain country. So these are something that wouldn't be possible with IAM. So now let's look at a very basic example of a perimeter that can be created for your resource. Okay, so we'll start off with a very basic example of creating a service perimeter, which is basically a security boundary across our cloud storage. So what will happen is we'll create a perimeter, and once we've created this perimeter, nobody will be able to access any resource within this particular cloud storage. So let's see how we can do this. So let's go back to our console. I'm in my GCP console. So what you need to do is you need to go to your hamburger and you need to go to your security. So let's go to our security. And within security, you'll find your VPC service control. So you need to open this. And once you open your VPC service control, you have to be at an organization level because your service control applies to the entire organization. So what you can do is you can select your organization, click on select. So this will not work on a per project basis. So it has to work on the organization and not on the project level. So once you've opened your service control for your particular organization, you get these two tabs, that is the enforced mode and the dry run mode. So what you can do is, let's first go to the dry run mode. We'll create a new perimeter and we'll see the audit logs and check whether our particular perimeter has successfully run. And if it has, then we can go to the enforced mode and apply that same perimeter. So it's a one way of checking whether your perimeter is working properly or not without having to actually enforce it. So let's go to our dry run mode. Let's click on new perimeter here. So what we'll do is we'll just block access to our storage. So let's give a name for our perimeters. Let's call this as restrict storage. And it'll be a regular perimeter. Now the other varieties I'll explain to you in this particular playlist. So for the time being, let's just go for the most basic, that is the regular perimeter. And let's go to a project. And here you need to select for which particular project you want this service perimeter to run. So let's click on add project. And let's choose it for a project 8827. Let's click on this and click on add project. Click on done. And here is where you need to restrict your service. So this is basically the service that you need to protect. So for our first example, what we'll create is a very basic perimeter for our cloud storage. And once we've done that, we will see whether it has actually worked or not. The other options here will apply in the upcoming chapter. So for the current scenario, for the first particular chapter of this particular playlist, let's just click on add service and let's add cloud storage. Let's click on this and let's add cloud storage APIs. And let's create a particular perimeter. So the others I will discuss in the upcoming chapters. Let's click on create perimeter. And a perimeter has been created. So what I need to do is I need to go to the audit logs and check whether a perimeter is working or not. So what I'll do is I will open my project in another window. So let's go to our storage account. So I'll go to cloud storage. And let's refresh this. Okay, so now that you've refreshed this, you can see that it's still accessible, but let's go and check the logs and see whether our log says that it has been restricted or not. So let's go back to our VPC service controls And let's go to the audit logs. Click on go. And let's go to our project. So this is our project. And here you can see that for my dry run equal to true, the permission denied has worked. So what this means is that if I enforce this particular service control, that means the permission will be denied for that particular cloud storage. So let's do that. So let's go back to our project once. So now let's go back to our VPC service controls. Let's go to the dry run mode and let's click on our dry run mode again. And here all that I need to do is I just need to click on this enforce for my dry run configuration and it will automatically enforce this particular dry run configuration that we had created. Let's click on enforce now. Click on enforce. And now let's go back to our main page here. And now you can see that the enforced mode tab also has the same configuration. So now what should happen is now if I try to log into my cloud storage, it should not work because there's a perimeter that is created around it and which has been enforced. So let's see if it actually does work. So let's go back to our project. So we had applied the perimeter for this particular project. And now let's go to our cloud storage and let's see what we get now. And now you can see that this service was not able to fulfill your request. So that means our perimeter has worked and none of the Google Cloud Storage APIs are accessible because of the perimeter that is created around it. So that's it for this lecture. Now, this is a very simple lecture. Now, there are very complex scenarios that we can actually build up with our service control. And those scenarios we'll discuss in the upcoming chapters of this particular playlist. So that's it for this one. I will see you in the next.